right. So you say you got two fighters.
Yeah, two fighters that I actively train right now.
Okay. Okay. And so did you build them up yourself?
Lorenzo Medina, yeah, I've been with him for on and off for a long time now. He's
Okay.
17 years old. He's a heavyweight. He just turned pro.
Okay.
But I've been with him on and off since he was 10 years old. You
Oh,
know,
well.
yeah. So I've been with him for a long time. He just recently won the nationals, and then once he won the nationals, we turned him professional because it was very hard to get him fights at that weight. It looked like the trajectory of his career, he was only going to be able to fight in the nationals, and it was going to be tough to train a kid for a whole year without being active and getting any kind of competitive fight. So,
Okay.
you know, we decided it was probably best for him to go pro. He just had his pro debut in Mexico. He can't fight here in America yet. And he won. He knocked the guy out in the first round, and then he will be fighting in August again for his second fight. And then he'll be 18 years old in October. He's going to fight down here in Miami for his third fight. Peter Dobson was a guy that came to us. He was already 12-0, 11-0 or 12-0. He came from us. He's from New York.
Okay.
And he was already a guy that kind of been on the boxing scene. And he came to us during a time of, when the coronavirus was going around. It was hard to get fights. It was hard to stay active. I think he had some inactivity for about a year plus time. So we kind of just basically put him back on the map. And he just came off of, he's going to be looking to go 16-0 in 2 weeks, in June 11th in Atlanta. So he came to us. We've been together now for about 4 years. I co-trained him with Jeff Ports, who's another trainer down here. So we've been together for about 4 fights, 11. Yeah, about 4 fights now, 4 or 5 fights. So, like I said, I've been in that position where I've had, guys for a long time. I've had, 7, 8 guys in camp at once, a big, busy gym. And for me, I think as I got a little bit older, I started to kind of learn what worked for me and what didn't. It's great because you're busy and you have all these fighters you're constantly working with. But at the same time, it felt like for me personally, I was pouring from an empty glass. When you have 7, 8 fighters you're training,
it's hard to kind of focus.
Yeah, it's hard to focus. You don't really have a lot of time for your own self.
Yeah.
It was just getting a little bit crazy. I'd rather, the path that I'm taking now, that my trajectory is I'm going to take on 3 fighters and that's it. I will no longer have any more than 3 fighters at a time, unless somebody obviously presents some super skill sets to me or something I can't say no to. But it's hard, man, when you have all those guys, man. I several times through my coaching career, I've been coaching for about 9 years now. I've had, 7, 8, 9 guys that I'm training, you know what I mean? And 3 or 4 of them are in a camp at a time, or, you got 2 guys in a camp at one time, you get done and there's no break. These fighters, what a lot of people don't understand is coaches don't get time off. You know what I mean? Like a fighter will go into a camp for 6, 8 weeks, and then he'll take his 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or even a month off, where I'm just getting ready for the next one and the next one and the next one. So it was tough in that sense, balancing out my life. And as I got a little bit older, I realized that was kind of something that worked better for me because I could focus on these guys more and their development, and what it is that they need to work on. So I'm enjoying the space I'm in now as far as that goes.
Yeah, and that's definitely like